Oh, okay, cool. Now it's just gonna seem like I'm talking to myself, to myself. That doesn't help. To my neighbor. Start off with a cough. Good stuff. You may notice that my nails look terrible. That's because I built them with acrylic. I am new to that. I bought tips, but I didn't get them yet. Got impatient, used and it did the wrong brush. So overall, just like not the best. But good for my first try. Um, anyway, I would sit up more so I don't get double chins. Actually, I should. Okay, so this video is gonna be about the tattoo that I literally just got. Um, it hurts to set up right now. So if you intend on getting I, my I just got a text message. Anyway, um, this is a mess. Here is this is I love you times infinity. I got that from my mom. Um, it's on my left side. My placement is mostly due to my current tattoos and oh, really bad acid right now. Anyway, mostly due to my current tattoos and ones I want to get in the future, and I want that to kind of be, you know, on its own. Um, but I'm assuming that the reason, if anybody is watching this, that they are, is because they are wondering about the pain level. That's, you know, what I assume most of that is. I decided not to look that up this time because I knew it was gonna hurt. Because I know people that have, tattoos on their sides, and they said it was pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie, it was the most painful tattoo that I've gotten so far. And like the wrists, those don't feel good, but like this is a whole new level of pain. Um, so be prepared for that. Um, on the lower part, like as it went higher or lower, like the middle part wasn't that bad, but further to the side, further down, further up, that all sucked. And then the shading, when he was shading in the dress, with the pink, it was it was awful, and it currently hurts very bad. Um, it was finished like 2-3 hours ago. It feels way worse than when I left. Uh, um, I'm attempting the Sanoderm again because the other times that I got it, it was on this piece here on my chest, and then this one, and those are both really sensitive areas for me, like skin wise. So I'm thinking like my stomach's not as sensitive of skin. Not I'm thinking I know it. I know it isn't. I know that I always get reactions on my wrist and my chest, um, but not typically my stomach. So um, so I'm trying that because I figure it's under a shirt, and that's probably the most sanitary way to take care of it. And if I'm being honest, I don't remember if I made a video about this one or not. I don't think so. When I got this done, um, the stained glass down here, um, I got the symbols at the same time, but it was pretty difficult to take care of. Like it scabbed up really badly. I think it's because there's so much color packed in there. So this one probably wouldn't have scabbed up that badly, but like I don't really want to take chances with that one because it is excuse you, my goodness, my freaking phone is the most active that it's been all day as soon as I try and do anything. Um but I feel like I'm not talking to you. Um but yeah, so I wanted to keep this, you know, good. I also figure it'd be pretty difficult to shower without something like the Saniderm, because like with these, it's easy to just kind of keep it out of the way um of the water and stuff. But like the side, if I'm in the shower for a normal amount of time, it's gonna get way too wet, and I just don't really want to take chances with it. Um, but at the end, he actually asked me if I wanted some more like shading on the wings and the clouds and stuff. But he had just done the shading on the dress, which was excruciating, so I bitched out a little bit. I was like, no, I'm okay. Um, but it was rough. It was pretty bad. And I have a relatively high like pain tolerance. This wasn't too bad. Um, this part was like not great, just the little eyeballs didn't feel very good, but like nothing compared to that. So, if you want to get a tattoo on your side, I would recommend that you get a tattoo somewhere else first, but like don't have that be your first experience with a tattoo. Um, just because it's a lot worse than other places. Or like the top of the foot I hear is pretty bad too, but I never intend on getting a tattoo there. I just think I feel like it'd be really difficult to take care of. But moral of the story, and like what I suppose, let's see, what did it feel like? Um, mm, that's a hard thing to describe. I've heard somebody describe this as like somebody dragging a hot knife across your chest, chest, and that is an accurate description. I cannot think of an accurate, really, description for that. Like, it feels like a normal tattoo, just like 10 times worse. So, it's not like a new kind of pain. It's hard to tell where. It's kind of like, it was kind of like this, in that it was hard to tell where he was. I could only really tell by the shapes that he was making. Like, I could tell when he was doing the wings because I felt him doing that, or when he was doing the words because it's cursive. But yeah, anything, all of this stuff towards um, my rib cage, of course, was terrible. um, and the weird thing is, like, every time he'd take the needle away, it would tickle. Like, it started when they you stop getting tattooed for a second, it kind of stings a little bit. Instead of stinging, it like tickled. It was terrible because he'd go to do it again, and I'd be like, "Don't fucking jerk around," because I mean, I didn't. You know, as always, he was very kind, and he was like, "You did way better than like a lot of people," because once again, just a nice guy. He did give me a discount for, um, I think, partially because it's like a memorial piece. Sympathy reasons, but also I think because you know, I sat still. And apparently a lot of people don't do that. Which I totally understand because I had a hard time with it. I was like clenching every muscle in my body, making sure I didn't like jerk to the side every time he touched me. Um so like I said, if that is something you are looking into and you don't already have a tattoo, I would like think again, unless it's a really small tattoo that you want to get there. In which case, I think you can handle it. Um, just stay still, be good to your tattoo artist, because you know he was telling me some stories, and I was like, my God, I would have like if I were a tattoo artist and people acted the way that he said some people have acted with that, I would have kicked him out. I would have been like, okay, see you later. I can't. Um, but yep, that's about that. Any other advice? I don't really, um, I have things that I do before I go get tattooed. I don't know if they help or not. Um, but always eat a big meal. That does help. You will pass out if you're too hungry because your body is using up all your energy to fight pain. So be sure to eat something. I always bring a snack just in case. Stay hydrated. Take care of your skin, especially like if you know a ways out that you're gonna get a tattoo. Go ahead and make sure you keep that skin nice and moisturized and healthy. Um, and of course, if you're getting something on your side, wear some easily movable clothes that it's not going to touch it when you go to leave. Um, yeah, that's about best advice I can give. I usually try and get my tattoos done in the morning, as in the morning as he can do them, which is usually about 11, but we usually start at like noon. Um, so I'll go there at 11, and then he draws it up, and then we start about noon, because your body can fight pain better at the beginning of the day than it can at the end of the day. Um, what else? What else? My hair's looking real bright right in this lighting. It's not that bright. um, hmm, if there were any questions that I could answer in a future video about any of my other tattoos, or I have a stick and poke tattoo on my ankle, maybe I'll do a video about that. Um, I think that'd be very entertaining. I don't know if I actually ended up talking about this on on my channel. I was gonna do something about mental health recently, but I couldn't bring myself to do it because I was going through some things. Um, but I swear I shouldn't go live to do things like this. No. It just makes it a lot easier to upload it. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more natch too. More natural. Um, but I do recall that I didn't do videos for a while, and then I said that it was because I was going through something, and I don't remember if I mentioned that. The obvious thing here is that this tattoo is for my mother because she passed away, and she freaking loved Betty Boop. I'm not a huge fan of Betty Boop, but for her, now it's on my body forever. So, also not a huge fan of pink. Pink was her favorite color. Made the dress pink, naturally. I also made Betty Boop's eyes brown. They're not actually brown, but I did that also because my mom had brown eyes. Um, but so that's what I was going through. Not recently, but the time before, when I was like, I don't make videos currently because I'm going through some crap. So just to explain that. Um, but yeah, like I said, if there are any questions about um any of the tattoos, any of the things that I've done on here previously, the side cut, which by the way is about down to here now, it looks real silly. Um, um, any of that stuff. I do nail stuff and whatever, but I know a lot of people have more questions about tattoos. So, any questions? Happy to answer them. And that is all I've got. Um, so yeah, bye. Oh, I don't. I mean, oopsie doodles. I mean, yeah, bye. Let's try that again.